Come on, stay on those heels.
You got it, Joe. You got it.
Come on, Joe, stay on those heels. Drive.
You got it. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push.
What's up, guys? Joseph and Megan here.
Hello.
And I just got off work, so mind the attire. Megan's been at home all day with the pay, so we just wanted to make sure we gave an update video on how things have been going, because a lot of things have been either training videos and stuff like that, and we just wanted to sit down and kind of talk about how the training's been going and updates on our first measurements, because our second measurements are coming up, so we're lacking behind.
We got a little sidetracked.
Just a little bit. It's easy to do, that's for sure. If you hear anything like pound in the background, which you obviously will, Payson is
Doing
attempting
housework.
Yeah, she's building cabinets right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their little handy.
That doesn't look level, Pay. That doesn't look level. No, she's coloring in her high chair, because if we just let her out, she would take over the video. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was, up to this date, how are things going? We're pretty well adjusted, I'd say, to the diet as far as that goes. I was eating pretty clean as it was anyways. I just probably had a lot more, hi Pay. I probably had a lot more cheat meals and stuff like that than I usually do. So going into the diet, it actually wasn't too big of a huge transition. But
For me, it was like 180 or 360. I don't know, one of those.
Yeah, but there was definitely some things that I needed to get focused on with my prep, as far as the way my body was going into it, measurement wise. And then as far as Megan goes, hers was almost a complete different of what her body had to do measurement wise. So you'll notice that when we give you the numbers, my body is doing one thing and her body is doing another thing, yet we're both kind of converging to the same goal, that's for sure. Training wise, what do you feel about over the last 6 or 7 weeks?
I feel like it wasn't as hard for me to stick to the diet plan as I thought it was going to be. And when you guys see my numbers, you guys will see, I mean, most people might be like, wow, that was a big difference. But to me, that was, wow, I really did eat bad. Like, really, really bad. So for me, it was just more of a reflection of, that's why I didn't look like I went to the gym all the time, because my diet was whack all the time.
Well, one thing I can basically attest to is, I mean, yeah, we still ate pretty good too, in that essence, but the way we kind of look at it is we have a whole new realm of what people, when people say, man, we eat out a lot, like we're like, oh man, you know, we've been eating out a lot lately. Well, we must have really been eating out a lot, because just that in an essence, because when our cheat meals come around, which we usually do our cheat meals on Saturday nights, because if you break down the way our diet is right now, we have one clean cheat meal, which is something that's just different than what our normal meals are, but it's still clean. So you could go with
our favorite is sushi.
Our favorite is sushi, or Chipotle is a good one, but they're rice bowls, so we're not getting the burritos and stuff like that. So we're still Chipotle ganging it up, which is nice. Still sushiing it up. But on Saturdays, so we get a good midweek break from the diet, even though it's still clean. And then on Saturdays when we have our cheat meals, it's not an all-day thing, it's not an all-evening thing, it's just right there in the moment. We have an awesome cheat meal, but it's just never been so epic when it's only that once every week, and you
savor it.
Yeah, you savor it so much.
Like every bite, and it's just delicious.
And eventually you're just like, man, wow, we were eating out a lot, because this is a tremendously different feeling now than it was before.
And you definitely feel like it was a cheat meal. I mean, your body, just after you eat so clean all week, and then you have that one cheat meal, you kind of go to bed thinking, ugh, what did I just do? But, you know, it's good to give your body that free feed day, just kind of not have to worry about measuring and counting your macros and all that stuff. You know, we just enjoy that one meal carelessly. Just, you know, we try not to overthink it. And then we get back to it the next day.
Training. We'll talk about training real quick. When we, the way it's kind of broken down for us right now, we do plyometrics before we get into weight training during every session. So every
It's like 30
session,
minutes.
we're doing core synergistic workouts. We're doing some type of leg lower body workout. Both tend to get the heart rate already kind of going before we even get into weight training itself, which is really nice. So, you know, for example, we did a lot of like frog jumps or wide jump squats, things like that for the lower body. And then, like I said, core synergistic stuff that was for abs, whether it be the ab roller stuff or it be like bicycle kicks and things like
And
that.
we usually tried to add
Or bicycles or whatever.
by one more rep each week that
Yeah.
we did it, just to kind of help.
Because we're definitely still trying to challenge ourselves too. Do that, we get into the weight training. It's definitely it's a lot of 4-set stuff, but
reps.
with high reps. We're not at any point where we're wanting to break records and PRs and weight lift. Yeah, we're still lifting heavy. I don't want to stress on the fact of we're not lifting heavy. Some guys will talk about, you know, I don't let off during my prep and stuff like that. But I think where our bodies are at right now, I think we're benefiting a lot from lifting as heavy as we can with as many of those reps as we can. Then after that, except for leg days, we do a lot of HIIT training. And so as these weeks are going on, the workouts are switching. We are increasing the cardio as well, so that we have more rounds in our HIIT cardio.
Which HIIT cardio is really awesome.
And
I
it's
love it.
And that, honestly, that is awesome. I've seen the Michael Beauchamp do studies on burning calories with just steady low impact cardio or doing HIIT cardio, and both work. But I'm more of a HIIT cardio type of person. I don't want to sit on a treadmill
You definitely
at a
leave
high
the gym
incline
sweaty,
for an hour. Yeah.
feeling great, like you just kicked some butt.
Yeah. So we wanted to go over some of the things with our measurements, just a couple things, just to give you an idea of where we started and where we've gotten to in 4 weeks, because we are 1 week away from our next measurements. I'm going to start with the April 28th measurement that I had. First one I wanted to go over was my weight. I weighed in at 183 pounds at the beginning of this prep. I did actually get to 195 pounds during my bulk for this year, but I was already kind of cutting down for the summer, you know. My weight after 4 weeks was 177. So I ended up losing... Yeah, I can't believe it either. I ended up losing 6 pounds in 4 weeks, and that's, to some that's a lot, to some that's not a lot. But the essence to this game right here is not to be losing a ton of weight. It's not that I have to lose a lot of weight. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that back together. She didn't want me to. So it's not that I'm trying to lose a ton of weight either, though. So that's not the goal we're shooting for here. We're actually trying to continue to keep the same lean mass as well, which for both weeks I ended up keeping the same exact lean mass, 149.5. So we're still doing really good because we're still keeping the muscle that I have. I'm not losing muscle, I'm losing fat. I started off with a body fat percentage
Oh, it is not that bad.
of 18.2%. And for someone that's been working out as long as I did, I was a little shocked with that, but 18.2%. And in 4 weeks, I got down to 15.4. So we cut almost 3% off the body fat already.
Which is awesome.
I was pretty excited about that, though, to be at 15%, 15.4. I'm really excited to see what we're going to be at on Monday. Meg Sue?
Okay, so in April, I originally weighed in at 137.5, and then 4 weeks later, I weighed in at 132.5. So I started at 20.6% body fat, and 4 weeks later, I was at 14.6. And to a lot of people, that might seem like a huge difference, but like I said, to me, that was an eye-opener of how bad I was eating. You know, I would always tell Jill, like, I want that body that it looks like I go to the gym and I work hard 6 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week. And nobody, like, could tell that I was a gym junkie because I didn't look like one. And so now my body's finally starting to change into that athletic figure that I've always wanted, and I'm really enjoying seeing the changes. And then my lean mass went from 109 to 113, so I actually increased my lean mass as well as lost weight and body fat percentage. So to me, you know, I was happy with that, and
Well, that's the testament to you lifting heavier. You're actually lifting heavier than you ever have been while you're losing weight. You're still gaining muscle, so I'm proud of you with that.
well, and I feel motivated. I feel encouraged. You know, with Jill, with Derek as our trainer, everybody at our gym is just so encouraging. The team workouts are just awesome to be a part of because everybody's pushing everybody, and if you have a weakness in one area, somebody's there to help you and kind of motivate you, and just when you feel like giving up, they're there to push you. So, and I am a girl that likes to lift weight. I'm not gonna lie. Cardio is not something that I have ever really enjoyed. So to me, my weightlifting is like the best part of the gym, and I enjoy lifting heavy weight, and I'm glad that I'm getting heavier and heavier sets done. So, but anyways, that's about it for my measurements thus far. Oh, and then I got to add peanut butter, so I have a feeling my percentage might have gone up a little bit. That's okay, because I get peanut butter.
Ready to do the closeout? You ready to close this video out? Look in the camera. Okay. So real quick, so we don't make this video too long, I just want to close it out with talking about what we have coming up. Like I said, a week from today we have our next measurements, and then, she wants to bring all your measurements for you.
Thank you, honey.
So a week from today we have our measurements. July, is it 12th? Is a max day. We're going to our first max day at the gym. Not anything we're trying to go in there and break records, but I don't ever max. Megan never maxes. So we just want to go in there and have fun. That's something that our gym does that's just a blast. So we're just going to go in there and hang out with people and have a good time. And then August 16th?
Yeah, I think it's the 16th.
August 16th, I think, is the Warrior Dash at Copper Mountain. We're going to do another mud run, 5K. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be great because we get to do it 2 nights on the muscle. Yeah, I cannot believe it.
We're very excited.
And